Danny, turn the air conditioner off.
Ask Ethan, he's taller than I am.
Do you think you'll be able to hear with the air conditioner running?
I can hear it.
You can hear it okay? Okay, and then we'll let it on to the top. It was cooler when I came in, but I guess that's what happens when you talk. Okay, ready? I'd like to welcome everyone this evening, especially our representatives from Reliance Hose Company. And so I don't mess up their names, I'm going to have Tammy introduce them.
Can everybody hear me without the microphone?
Oh,
Yeah, you can now.
on the internet. Okay.
Yep. All right. Tonight we have with us Joe Werner. He's our fire chief for the department here in Elizabethville. Ryan Kiesling, he is our captain. Jason Taylor, he is our second assistant chief. And then we brought one of our juniors with us, Ethan Kiesling.
Who are you?
And you.
And you?
My name is Tammy Kiesling, and I am the third assistant fire chief of the department. So, thank you for inviting us here tonight to go over the history of the department and what it takes to become a firefighter. Why do people volunteer? Why do we volunteer? We volunteer to protect the community, gain valuable life skills, and be part of the second family. Believe it or not, running with the fire department, we are like brothers and sisters. And we fight like brothers and sisters. There are some basic requirements when you join a fire department, specifically our fire department. You have to pass a state police background check, as well as a child abuse background check. Attend Thursday night trainings, and take required courses to become certified for interior firefighting. You can also choose not to become an interior firefighter. You may join to do medical. You might join to be the secretary, fundraising committee. There's a spot for everyone in the fire department. For basic requirements for junior firefighters, as of right now, the age is 14 years old to become a junior firefighter. And the junior firefighter must follow child labor laws in addition to the laws that we set forth as well. Who we are. We are the Reliance Hose Company, #1, and we were established in 1889. Our coverage area is Elizabethville Borough and Washington Township. We also provide coverage to Marysburg, Fisherville, a lot of standby areas in our area. We may be called down Harrisburg way, we could be called up to the Schuylkill County area as well, depending on the severity of the call. The object of our company shall be to provide fire, rescue, and emergency services for the residents of the borough of Elizabethville and Washington Township, Dauphin County, Pennsylvania. Also to furnish aid to surrounding communities when requested, to discuss the best methods to deal with emergencies and their prevention, and to encourage fraternal friendship among its members. Funding sources, I'm going to let Joe take this over.
All right, as you can see, we're funded by tax, and we get fundraising and other income through donations and whatnot, but mainly we are a tax-funded department. We have to really thank our citizens for helping support us in that way. So, as you can see, the fundings are necessary for our day-to-day operations. You wouldn't believe it, maybe you will after watching these slides. Fire and rescue is a very, very expensive business. I mean, I know everybody's seen prices on just like your cars going up, and you'll see here when we get to the slide with the apparatus, it may really make you go, wow. So, you see a tax revenue from the actual boroughs, about $26,000 a year, about $83,000 from the township. And all of our shortfalls we would have are made up by donations, grants, and fundraisers that we do through the year. These are our officers. Tammy had already introduced all of us. Most of us are here. First Assistant Chief Mike couldn't make it tonight, and our Lieutenant Keene couldn't make it here tonight. And we have approximately 45 members, and that includes our 4 junior firemen we have here. Our services we provide, different departments provide different services. We do fire suppression, vehicle rescue. We do it with a rapid intervention team for rescue operations. So if you see there's a fire, we would be at that scene with them in case something happens to the firemen, and we would move to rescue the firemen. So we provide a lot of specialty things. If you go to like Lycans, they have the ladder truck, Nordenberg has a ladder truck. So everybody's a little bit different in their skills. So that's what we provide. You have this in the right spot. All right. You want to do your training?
Okay, so for the year of 2024, we had a total of 191 calls. In-house training hours on Thursday nights, we had 43 sessions, which equates to 1,045 hours of training at the firehouse on Thursday evenings. Certification training hours, which those are done by Bucks, HAC. Those are special certification trainings. They could be held outside at different departments or at the colleges themselves. We have 22 courses for a total of 590.38 hours. We also provide fire prevention education and public service hours. We had 9 events last year for a total of 248.43 hours. And for the 2024 non-response, non-training activity, there was 29 events for a total of 425.35 hours. What you don't see on here is the hours that's put in by officers and maybe the administrative side and committees that do work behind the scenes. We enter reports. Sometimes that can take a good bit of time to enter a report for each call. We have to prepare for maybe presentations like this. We're getting documentation together to apply for grants. That takes time. Attending grant meetings. Those things you don't see in those hours. Training. If you are going to be an interior firefighter with a department, you have to take your mods A through D, which is Introduction to Fire Service, Fireground Support, Exterior Firefighting. It teaches you how to do firefighting from the outside. And then interior firefighting, which would be teaching you how to fight fires inside a building. That total course takes 88 hours to complete. I do believe that's longer now. I think they've added more things, more items to it.
It's over 100 now.
They added anti-terrorism into that now too.
Yes. So for Firefighter 1, once you complete your mods programs, you can move on to your Firefighter 1 state certification, and we have 15 or 16 members in our department that are Firefighter 1 state certified. And that also assists us with getting grant funds. They look to see how many people have that state certification. Vehicle Rescue Technician state certification is 48 hours. That teaches you how to safely cut cars, to get patients out in various settings. Could be electrical vehicles. It teaches you how to handle all different types of vehicle construction. We have first aid, CPR, AED that you need to take every 2 years. Ropes and rigging courses, hazmat courses, that hazmat class is every year. Wildland firefighting, that would be for your mountain fires or maybe your field fires. EVOC, that's to teach you how to safely drive the apparatus. Wilderness search and rescue, that's teaching you how to search for someone who may be lost in the wilderness. And there are other certification training hours. There are other certifications not listed here that we take part in as well. And as we said before, the training hours alone for certifications such as this were 590.38 hours.
Okay, this is the slide I was talking about with pricing for just vehicles alone. As you can see, in 1997, our tanker was $158,000. In 2011, $510,000 for a rescue pumper. In 2019, it was $642,000 for our newest pumper. and we don't have a price for the Chevy pickup, but I think it was around $30,000 at the time. But when you look at the pricing now, with everything that's going on, when we ordered our 2019 fire engine, it took 8 months to get it from the time we signed the contract till it was delivered. To replace that truck today, the exact same truck, it would take us 4 years to get it, and it'd be $1.3 million to buy that truck today. So fire and rescue is a very expensive business. Here's a couple of pricing that we have. Some of this we've done recently, our rope rescue equipment, and when we get out to the truck, the guys will give you his word at, and they'll show you some of this equipment. It was about $10,000. The stuff we use for vehicle rescue, where it says spreaders and cutters, that would be the jaws of life, what do you call it? So the actual jaws of life are close to $17,000 a set. To cut it, to be able to cut, is about $13,000 a set. So this stuff has extremely gotten expensive. The hose just for the engine alone, we did that this past year, was $5,700 to replace all the attack lines that are on it. Not the supply lines, just the attack lines. The supply line, the big hose that you see in the street from the fire hydrant, is $1,350 for one piece. Now, that's a 100-foot long piece of hose, but they're getting expensive. So the AED is, if somebody has a cardiac arrest, we put the AED on, and that would deliver the shock to hopefully save a life. They're approaching $4,000 a piece now as well. And they have, the pads and everything have to be upgraded every couple of years on them, so it's an incurring cost. Alright. So some of this stuff we have brought in. You want to give me a handy? So the gear we wear we call turnout gear. So the coat, you can hold that up. Just that coat is $2,500. The pants that go with it, $2,100. The boots that go inside them, $355. We just had gotten a deal on those, so that's the new pricing on that. The helmet, that's right there, is up to $1,400 just for the helmet with nothing on it. The air packs that are here, we just replaced them in 2022. They were almost $7,000 a piece for what you see there. You picked it up. Just short of $7,000 for that unit right there. What we're going through now, we're trying to upgrade our portable radios. As you guys know how technology goes with cell phones and all that other stuff every year. Something's outdated. So when the county upgraded the radio system in 2008, they provided us with all new radios that went with the system, part of their rollout for it. Now all the replacements are on the fire departments. The radio he's holding right there is $12,134 just for that radio. So we're in the process of replacing now. The regular radios are $7,600. And we have 25 of those, I think. So the project's pretty expensive. We've been seeking grant funding, and we're about halfway through it with grant funding, so that's worked out pretty well. The structured gloves are approximately $100 a pair. So nothing that we have is cheap, and it all has a life. So the coat and the pants, by the NFPA standards, are only good for 10 years. And every 15 years you have to replace your breathing apparatus. So it just keeps rotating in cost. Our community involvement, you can see, we go well beyond responding to calls. So we provide education, schools, daycares, we even do the Amish schools for fire prevention. We go to the community events. Just last week, we were back at the YMCA. They had their end of the year camp, and we sprayed the kids down with water. They love it. It's, I think, kind of like an annual thing we do for them. So we do get out in the community, do some things. Halloween, we're always out protecting the busy intersections with the kids for trick or treat. We had Memorial Day parade, stuff like that. And in 2024, we ran a fundraiser, and we were able to donate to UPM Breast Care Center, which was kind of nice. We sold some T-shirts, and they came up and took a picture with us. So, So we do run the challenges. Every fire department has these issues, so it's not just one. The number of active members that respond to a call, as you've seen back, we have like 45 members, but people work full-time jobs, they have families. So depending on the time of the day of week, it could be anywhere from 6 to 15 people that would show up on a call, given availabilities. We try to do a lot of retention with our members. We hold an annual banquet, and as Tammy said, it's like a family. So we all hang out and try, get more people in and get them into the family so we can keep the manpower numbers up. We've done a number of facility upgrades. I don't know how many of you have ever been to our firehouse. We just completely redid the inside of it, new paint, ceiling and tiles, and we have a plan that we're working on to replace the floors. We put an exhaust system in, so when you start the rigs in the building, all the exhaust gets sucked outside, so all the cancerous gases, everything, they go out of the building. The equipment replacement, as you heard me talk about pricing, that could be a huge challenge. We're on a fixed budget, other than, with our fundraising. So we have to try and fit all these in with grants to be able to replace this really expensive equipment. And on top of all that, we still have to continue our training to be able to stay up to date on the latest methods and keep our members trained to the highest level to be able to serve our community.
So in closing, I think I just wanted to add again that we're not only just fighting fires. We have to spend time fundraising. We have to spend time going to meetings, writing documents, cleaning the firehouse. There's a lot more than just responding to calls. And that time does get taken away from family events and activities, but it's worth it. We also always have openings. If anyone would ever be looking for something to do on the administrative side, you don't want to do the fire side, we have committees for grant writing. We have committees for fundraising. We have positions that you can serve on the administrative board if you ever wanted to. We're always looking for help in all different areas. Now, I think Marilyn wanted to have a quick meeting, and then once the meeting's over, we were going to have everybody come out so that you can actually see the items that we were talking about. But I wanted to open the floor up for any questions that anyone may have.
Yeah, I don't have any questions. First of all, good presentation. And I want to thank you and all the fellow firefighters for what you folks do. It's not appreciated, but it's so necessary, and I see the good and the way you help people and everything else. And I commend you for spending your time and everything else. You're a great group of people. Thank you.